Yeah, what's up, guys? Hey, this is a crazy fight. Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence really going to be fighting. When I first saw it, I didn't believe it, but it's happening. What do you guys think?
I mean, listen. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao wins. He has like too much oil. He can keep Thurman too.
Yeah.
Styles make fights, man. Errol Spence is a dog all the way through. I think he's going to apply the pressure that Keith should have, the pressure that I thought Keith would have. But given Keith was on a long layoff before he fought Manny Pacquiao. And I mean, Pacquiao, he's dangerous no matter who he's in there with. He's still a legend, still very powerful, very fast. But I think this might be, you know, the fight that he's gonna bite off a little bit too much, you know. I think Errol Spence is going to go in there to inflict pain and hurt him. Like Errol Spence, he goes in there to hurt you. And I think he's going to put a lot of pressure on Pacquiao that Pacquiao won't be able. He'll be fighting on his back foot, you know. So I think Errol's going to apply a lot of pressure, and he's going to hurt. I think he'll hurt Pacquiao.
What do you guys think?
I agree, man. Errol Spence is a dog. His punch output is crazy, and he's consistent with it. He don't throw 80 punches this round and 20 the next round. He throw 80. 100, 80, 100, he's consistent with his punch output. And like Marcus said, that pressure that Keith Thurman should have did, that he did do towards the end of the fight, because he brought the fight back towards the end. Yeah. The pressure he did put on Pacquiao towards the end of the fight, had him on his back, put on the ropes, combinations, just, you know, mixing it up, doing a lot of things, making it difficult. I know Errol Spence gonna do that from the jump. And that power, I feel like Manny gonna get hit with some shots to the body that he never felt before. Yeah. You know, they don't call him the body snatcher for no reason, man. Man down, 100%.
I do think though. I'm Manny. I'm Errol Spence 60-40, but Errol Spence do gotta watch out because Errol Spence defense a lot of times is throwing his guard up like this, and if Manny Pacquiao sees that, Manny Pacquiao will pounce on those opportunities when he has his hands up like this, considering the angles he comes up with, and he always comes up from underneath, so he's gonna have a lot of sneaky shots. So I think Errol Spence should be worried, but Errol Spence should just train how he always trains, like 100%. But I got Errol Spence edging it. But I think Manny Pacquiao will be dangerous. Errol's defense is good, but it's not like he won't be my top 3, I would say, in the welterweight division.
What about their last fights? You know, Spence beat Garcia, Pacquiao, Thurman. You know, do you gauge anything on those?
Pacquiao beating Thurman was big. You know, especially at the age he's at in his career. You know, he's one of those fighters where it's like, is it this fight where his age is going to show, you know? And he got in there and he put on a show with Keith, you know? He hurt Keith early, and I think I think that's what dismayed Keith from being Keith that fight. He got caught with a shot in the second round, and Keith kind of, you know, took a step back, and he didn't fight like the dog that we expect Keith to fight like. So Pacquiao, he's a legend, and he proved that beating an up-and-coming young fighter. You know, Keith was one time, you know, #1 pound for pound. And Errol Spence beating Mikey Garcia is big. You know, I thought he was going to beat Mikey anyway, but Mikey's a big name. Right. Errol should have beat Mike. You know, he's a bigger.
What about Danny Garcia though? That fight, remember that one? That was the most recent one.
I boxed him with the hands up defense, wasn't getting hit with no shots.
Oh yeah, he definitely he took off on Danny.
Even with the punch output, Pacquiao would be coming with crazy angles. Errol Spence don't know him. He never looked messed up after a fight because of his defense.
Yeah. And that's a big difference.
Hands up works for him, and he throws great counter power punches off of that defense. So I feel like if he pounce wrong, it could be another what's the guy that? If he pounce wrong, he got caught.
Marquez.
It could be another Marquez. If he pounce wrong, he get caught with a counter. It could be another sleeper.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Now, what about Pacquiao's legacy? If he wins, some people are saying this dude, it enhances his legacy to a very high level.
I feel he's a legend already. He's an icon already. But if he pull this one off, the Lord have mercy. He pull this one off, man. I mean,
he can say whatever he wants.
I don't think losing this fight to Earl is gonna mess up. It won't mess up his legacy. He's already done. He's 7-time
Eight
division
division,
champion.
yeah.
Eight division champion.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not going to mess up his legacy. And then, you know, being at that age and still beating a young up-and-coming fighter and Keith Thurman, you know, his legacy is locked in. He's solid. So I don't think this fight is going to hurt him if he loses. If he wins, you know, it's just gonna be like, damn, Pacquiao's a man.
Another year, you're gonna have another year to go do something.
He should be claiming TB if he wins this fight.
Damn near.
With that being said, I just want to say, shots out to Pacquiao, man. Much respect for taking a fight like this because there's a lot of other fighters in that 147 division that should have took this fight already.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
saying they can't make it happen and all this and that with the 30, 70
You know,
crap.
Crawford is an excellent fighter, great champion. He's you could tell he's willing to fight anyone, but he's in a tough position. They haven't got him fights. What about Crawford?
Crawford is in a tough position because of his promoter. These fights would have happened had it not been for the confliction between Top Rank and PBC.
Right.
You know, so we can't look at Crawford and say, you know, it's his fault. It's not his fault, right? It's just contractual stuff, you know. So once these promoters can sit down at the same table and get these fights to happen, you know, we should be seeing these fights, but we can't take anything away from Crawford for these fights not happening.
If people want to be legends, man, put the money aside, make the fights happen. Stop worrying about the money.
Definitely, Pacquiao, you know, Pacquiao, he's a true warrior for taking these kind of fights at this age.
Hey, what were you saying, Juan?
I was saying they should have, first of all, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford should have been fought because Manny Pacquiao should have had to step in to prove to someone that, if one of the greats are left in the boxing game right now, you have to beat that person to be worthy enough to fight each other when y'all both got the belts and the divisions. You're gonna fight pretty much. But like Manny Pacquiao is definitely a good challenge to take up on anybody's career record. So, so you know, that's always a legendary name to be on your record to fight.
Spence been one of that fight, so he finally got it. So I feel like
What about if he beats Pacquiao? What about Spence? What's the win do for Spence? Should he go to 154 after?
I think he should stay 147 until these promoters and this thing put this money and stuff together for both fighters to be comfortable, making money, doing what they love to do. They doing their profession. They boxers, so they wanted to fight for. Of course, they fight for money. Win this fight here, make it happen.
The fights that need to happen in the welterweight division, Pacquiao, well, Pacquiao specified it, but Spence, Thurman, T-Bud, Ugas, those four need to be mixing up with each other.
So like Terrence Crawford and Ennis should fight right now. Since Pacquiao fighting Spence, Terrence Crawford and Ennis make it happen. Boots Ennis, make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen. Test yourself.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford,
Yeah.
Crawford, and Sean Porter.
Yeah.
I would love Terrence Crawford versus Sean Porter.
Take that fight.
Yeah, that right there will
That's
let
a
you
great-
know if Terrence Crawford deserves to be in that welterweight.
Yeah, take that fight. Take that fight
Yeah.
for sure. Take that fight for sure. If you can.
But
Make it
like I said, it comes down to promotion.
Give Terrence Crawford the A side. Give Terrence Crawford the A side on that fight. Sean Porter, he a dog. It ain't about the money with Sean Porter. He a fighter. Give Terrence Crawford the A side on that fight, and Sean Porter's gonna come in and fight.
Yeah, but you can't.
Send the contract. Send the contract to Sean Porter. I guarantee he taking it. 70, 30,
Yeah, well,
80, 20. He taking it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sean Porter gonna fight.
For sure.
Sean Porter gonna fight because he's on the back end of those on those elite right now. So whenever he gets the opportunity, he got to take it. You know? So that would be a perfect fight for him. You know, him and Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, most definitely.